Alright, what up everybody? I know it's been a while since I made a video, and I'm going to go out and I got to make a video outside here in a minute. And that's what this video consists of. I got Betty back, so I wanted to do an update on that. And if you guys hear a noise off to the side, it's my dehumidifier. So make sure you guys heard that. So I'm in my office, and of course you can tell Navy and my Confederate flag. Anyway, I want to give a backstory on the truck to begin with, of what happened and how I finally got it fixed, and the trouble I went through to get it done. So it started October 15th of last year, when this portion of my roof that's literally on the back side of my house blew off and then hit my truck. It went across the top of the cab, it went across the windshield, it went across the hood, both front fenders, the new Raptor grill. It really did some damage, and it was actually about $5,000 worth of damage that it did. So I had taken it to another place to begin with, and I'm not going to mention any names on here because I just don't think that is necessary. I will mention the place that did my truck, and they did a fantastic job. But this first place I went to, they went ahead and made up a bill for it and what it was going to be and everything else. They told me that it would be 2 weeks before they could get it in. Well, I called them 2 weeks later, and they said, well, it'll be another 2 weeks. Then I went in another 2 weeks later. Then they said it'll be another 2 weeks. And it kept going on like that until I finally get one phone call. And I had not got any phone calls from this company at all until a week before Christmas of 2022. 1 week before Christmas, and they told me straight out, we can't get to it until after the first of the year. So I dealt with it, and I was like, all right, I can understand they're going to be busy and stuff. By January 28th, I still had not heard from this company at all by any means. So I went to the insurance company, and I told them, I said, this company ain't worth a pot to piss in. I don't want to deal with them no more. And I said, they have lied to me and kept telling me 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. And I'm done with it. Is there anybody else around this area that does auto body work that can get my truck in? They so happened to mention Rogers Auto Sales and Body that was out of Stantonville, Tennessee. And I knew the first time I walked into that office that he was a great guy. He was very soft-spoken, very forward, went out, did all the stuff he needed to do, find out what it was going to cost, and ended up being like $500 less than this other place was going to charge. And he said, but you got to give me about 5 weeks before you can get it in. I said, as long as you're going to keep communications with me, because that was a big problem I had with the other company. They did not communicate with me at all about what they were doing and how they were doing it. Rogers contacted me, and they kept good communication, and in 5 weeks they had my truck in the shop, just like he said it would be. He said it might take 2 or 3 weeks to do it. He said he wasn't for sure. He said, could be a little longer on the side of more than 2 weeks, and it literally took them, I just got the truck back, and it was about a month. But they contacted me, and I contacted them, and it was... You got to have communication when you're dealing with a business. Like me, when I used to do my decals, I would let people know, hey, listen, I'm running behind on this, and you got to give me at least 3 or 4 more days to get caught up on this, this, and this. And that's what you expect when you deal with a business, is someone to be polite enough to call you and let you know, hey, this is going on. I probably would have stick with the first company I went to, but they didn't communicate. And that to me was very disrespectful. Rogers communicated with me, and I was very adamant about, hey, just communicate with me, let me know what's going on and stuff. And I called him on Monday, this past Monday, and I said, hey, I just want to call and check up and see where you at on the truck. And he goes, we should have it done by Thursday or Friday this week, and today is Thursday. Oh, and I got a new windshield in the truck too. I know that I'm kind of jumping around, but I cannot give Rogers enough respect. Like, I don't think there's any way I could give them more than what they deserve. Or I don't know how to go above and beyond, because they went above and beyond with my truck, and you'll see that here in a minute. And then I'm also going to post their sign of their building at the end of this video, so that way you guys, if y'all need anything done and you're around the Adamsville, Tennessee area, and you need a good auto body place to go to, I'm telling you right now, this guy was awesome. And he has his 2 sons working with him, and they are great. They know what they're doing. The paint job turned out great, as you will see here in a few minutes. And I highly recommend them if you in the western part of Tennessee, around Adamsville or Corinth or anything like that. They in Stantonville, Tennessee, and they do damn good work, and they are worth going to. So without further ado, I'm going to take the camera outside so y'all ain't got to look at my ugly mug. And I'm going to go out and show you what the truck looked like. So hold on to your britches, here we go. Another thing I think I'm going to add to this video too, now that I'm outside. We had 2 tornadoes that were 4 miles from my house and 1.5 miles from my house. And if you look right there between those 2 trees, you could see the tornado. I'm going to put those videos in here too so you can see it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the tornado that well, but it was at nighttime. But I'm going to tell you right now, you could see like the funnel part going from like here to like here when the lightning struck, and it was close. But yeah, anyway, let's get to what I want to do. Okay, yeah, I'm out in the driveway, and you're still looking at my ugly mug. Y'all ready to see something really sexy and really looks good? Let's do it. Look at my girl. They got the grill back on, and it's an aftermarket grill. It's not an OEM, and there was some damage done to it from the when it got hit. This whole top side right here, which they fixed. They grinded it down. My God, that looks better. There was a bunch of scratches that come down quite a bit, and they kind of smoothed it out. But this all happened from the storm, and it's not OEM, like I said, so you're not going to get a perfect fit, and I don't think it ever will. It never did fit good. It's aftermarket. So you're going to have this, and they got, wait a minute, I don't even know if is this a new one? I think this might be a new one. I don't see none of the scratches on this one like was on the other one. Huh. Anyway, so we'll start on this side. So they didn't do nothing down in the silver, but they started with the blue. They cut all the way down to here, and then they went all the way up the truck. Now, there was paint chipped off on this A-arm that goes all the way up on the inside. They fixed it. They also put the windshield in, and there was paint peeled up off on the top of the cab, which they fixed it too. So, and the top of the truck just looks good, like really good. The hood, if you remember right, starting right over about in this area, let me get out in the front. From right about here, all the way over at an angle, there were scratches that came all the way across this hood. And when they come across the hood, I mean, it was bad. The ones that are up by the end of the hood, up through here, these were gouged. Like, I'm talking really gouged. And that is smooth as a baby's bottom right now. I mean, they did an excellent job. The color matched real good with the original color. I do not believe they repainted the doors. The doors, I think, are the same. This A-arm was the exact same way. It had a spot from about here all the way down to here that paint was off. They repainted it. They redid it. There's also a spot that was right through here. Well, if I can, where is it? Right through here. That was, the paint was not there either. And there was a huge dent on top of the cab, which I don't see the dent anymore. It was between this rib and the second rib, but it was like in the middle right through here somewhere, and there was a dent where the shingle hit the top of the truck. And I apologize for the wind, but I ended up getting it done. Nothing was done to here. This was already done to the truck when I bought it 7 years ago, so that dent's always been there. And then this was on the truck. Looks like they tried to touch that up a little bit because that was not painted, but that was not to be fixed anyway, because that was from a guy helping me load the four-wheeler, and he shoved the ramp into the back side of the window of the truck. So that was stuff that didn't need to be fixed. But there was a scratch right here, and I mean a long ass scratch that went all the way down from here all the way up to about here, from where a shingle had come down the side of the door and just hit. So I mean, they did an excellent job. I can't say enough about these guys at Rogers. They did a damn good job in getting it all fixed and getting it all put back together and putting it back the way it's supposed to be. And the truck just looks absolutely phenomenal. And like I said, they put a new windshield in, and it has the Ford tint on the windshield. I didn't bring out the keys, so I can't unlock it, but I don't know if you can see from the inside. No, because all you see is reflection of trees. But it has the F-150 logo behind the rearview mirror, and a lot of people won't put that back on. But you can see they painted the front, but this is from where I lived in Arizona and went through some bushes. I don't know if you can see the scratches, but there's a good sized scratch that goes down the door right here from those tumbleweeds and stuff that I hit against. But, and of course the tailgate, which y'all already know my political views. And then the back window, of course. So this is the truck. And I can't say enough how well they did and how good the front end of this truck's looked. Now, I did make a new decal. I had the Punisher skull with the Confederate flag on it. I made a new one that's going to go here, but I got to wait a little bit before I put it on. But I just can't get over how nice this truck looks. It is just gorgeous. It looks really good, and I could not be more happier with the way this truck looks. Oh, and I finally got my new plates on, so got them on there. But I am happy. Happier than a bear shitting in the woods wiping his ass with a big fat white hairy rabbit. And the rabbit has no problem with shit sticking to its fur. So anyway, that's the truck. It's all done. And like I said, so this is going to be the video. I'm going to go in and edit all this stuff real quick and put it all together, which editing means I'm just going to put all the stuff together and then put it out on a video. But I'm also going to put I think I have like 3 videos of the tornadoes coming through here, and one of them is me standing out here when lightning struck, and I was like, okay, time for me to go back inside, because it was like right on top of me and it was loud as hell. So anyway, I want to thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoy the video, and I will catch you next time. And just so y'all know, I think I'm going to be moving over to Rumble. I don't know yet, but I think I'm going to be moving over to Rumble. I'm going to start a channel over there and be making videos, because I don't like YouTube. So we'll catch y'all later. What up, y'all? Just want to make a short video, and I want to show you what I got standing in front of me on that side. And I really want to thank Rogers Auto Body and Rogers Auto Sales and Body for the work they've done. This girl looks gorgeous. So let me turn this camera around and show you. This girl is sexy. Look at her. Look how good she looks. She looks so good. So they got her all back together, and that color is beautiful. They did all the way down on the blue down to here. They did both fenders. They even did the roof of the truck too. They did the A-arms. This side of the A-arm was not even part of it, but they fixed it and painted the whole daggum thing, plus the new windshield. So it's all in there. And I'm telling you right now, if y'all ever down here by Adamsville, y'all need to come to Rogers, because these guys do great work. It's a father and son. It's a family outfit. They are awesome. They did a wonderful job on my truck. Now I'm gonna get into it and drive home, and I don't need a shoehorn and a gallon of Crisco to get in it. Y'all have a blessed day. tornado right now is in Selmer, and Selmer is in that direction, and the storm is coming through. Said it was moving northeast. The winds finally started picking up. My crazy ass is out here trying to film it. Trust me, if it gets closer, I'm in the house and oh yeah, okay. Yep, I'm inside. Well, I'm standing outside the front of my house, and evidently the tornado is that way, and the winds have picked up. I really don't see nothing. But it almost feels like it got warmer out here. Like a warm, moist air. Like, it's hard to explain. Like I said, Selmer is that way. Lexington is that way farther north, and then Savannah is that way. So, but the wind's picking up. I ain't seen lightning out here for a couple minutes, but it still doesn't look good out here. Got lightning going off over yonder way. Yeah, I know, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I sure in hell ain't the dullest either, but if I knew it was north of us, hey, and I got Ryan on the TV in yonder way, so I hear like a whistling noise coming from that direction. I don't know if it's a tornado siren or what. Okay, I'm gonna get back in and keep watching Ryan and see what happens. Y'all be careful out there tonight. Alright, y'all, I don't know if you can hear this, but that sounds like a freaking train straight that way. Yeah, I know, I'm not the smartest guy in the shed, but like I said, Selmer's 10 minutes that way. Savannah is 10 minutes that way, and that's where the storm's at. My God, that sound was so loud. I had my front door closed and you could just hear it. It literally sounded like a freight train going north of Adamsville. So now it's about time for me to get my butt back in the house and get back on TV.